giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodas, and double honor to the men of Great Millstone that is out on the highway and byway pushing the truth day in and day out. Also pushing the truth for the worldwide internet, reaching the elect to pull them out of a two-thirds state of mind so that we can be beamed up on those chairs of salvation to live in the kingdom with King David and the supreme King Yahweh Shai, which he has the command, authority, and rulership of the whole heaven and earth. Those titles was given to him by his heavenly Father Yahweh. To the Akim and Aqua, which are the men and women that are listening, learning, continuing the faith of Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai, keep praying and repenting, and keep the laws and commandments to the best of your ability, as it states in John 14:15. If ye love me, keep my commandment. Also Ecclesiastes 12 and 13 letters here. The conclusion of the matter, fear, the whole matter, fear Yahweh, and keep his commandment, for this is the whole duty of man. Boy, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. You know, you still have people fighting over the abortion law. You still have people fighting over gun laws. You still have people fighting over this C-19 shot, and now this monkey, um, uh, whatever you want to call it, monkey paw or whatever disease, that's floating around. And this country is sliding down as the earth turning on its axis. I mean, it is sliding down fast, and we ought to know. We know that the good Lord, he bring forth a spirit in this earth to get people, um, to get people uh, excited, to get people to move to move things around, to get things started. You know, the good Lord, he used certain people to jumpstart what he have planned for the end of this kingdom. The end of the kingdom is around the corner. And Shalakia, if I'm, babbling for words, but this just, straight out of the spirit, I'm just doing it straight off the dome. So the good Lord, he Yahweh, put a spirit in his earth to get people to do his will. And this kingdom, Esau, Edom, he trying his best to hold on to, and he trying to stretch his kingdom out as long as he can. So, but it says here in Job 14:5, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bond that he cannot pass. So it doesn't matter if Esau uh, 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 fixed all his problems. He fixed the debt, the U.S. debt. He fixed the abortion laws. He fixed the gun laws. He did everything to keep order in the United States, to strengthen up this country. It's still going to fall. No matter how you do it, it's still going to fall. The good Lord stated in Job 14:5, where it said, thou hast appointed his bond that he cannot pass. So he can do what all he need to do to get this country back on track. It's still going to fall. And when you have in the news, I just saw the news that Trump was being investigated by the FBI. You have a lot of powerful men of Edom that are contrary against Edom. And the Bible, it states that, let's go there, I think it's Matthew. And by the way, there you go, Trump right there. That's what's going on in the news right now. I'm not going to play it, but this is what's going on. Fallout continues over FBI search of Trump Mar-a-Lago home in Florida, you know, but I'm not going to talk too much on that. I'm just going by, the spirit, whenever you have a kingdom, it's supposed to stick together. It's supposed to be strong, you know, and the kingdom that's ruling this earth, that's ruling the United States, is Esau Edom. You're not supposed to have any type of division within your nation, because you have division in your nation. It's like a cancer. It's going to break it down, and sooner or later, it's going to die. It's going to fall apart. You ain't going to be strong. And when the other nations see that, they see that you become weak, and it's from within. Oh, they coming. They coming to take your kingdom away from you. You know. So let's go to Matthew 12 and 25. And this is what Yahushua said. He said, Matthew 12 and 25, and Yahushua knew their thoughts, and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. So if your mother and father kept a good foundation in that house, you know, the order, the man, he's the head, and the woman, and while the man gone, the woman, she hold it down. She makes sure that the kids are, in line, and when dad come back, he add that extra strength back into the household. But if mother and the father always butting head, and she want to call the police on them or whatever, you that house is not going to stand, because there's no order. And guess what? When the father leave the house, then that give the children leeway to kind of act up in most cases. you know just giving an example. you know but going back to what I was saying about Esau Edom and his kingdom, when there's contention between the same nation, because Esau Edom, again, he's the border of wickedness. He's as it states in Malachi 1 and 2, I believe, 1 and 3, one of those two chapters where it says he's the border of wickedness, and he's ruling this earth right now. Job 9:24. The wicked is ruling this earth. So if he, in order for him to stay in power, he got to have order. So when you are having civil war at the White House, yard, and you got people coming in and busting the windows, taking over the House of Representatives and stuff like that. You got division. You have people, again, you have a group of people fighting over abortion. You got a group of people fighting over these gun laws. You got a group of people fighting over homosexuality being preached at the schools and stuff like that. This country is just falling apart. And the thing is called Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, that our time is near. The end is near, because this country is falling. And the good Lord has set a appointed time for this country to fall, to bring in the famine, which is the famine is already here, to bring in the pestilence is already here, and the sword have been here. And it's just going to get crunked up, and then he's going to set an appointed time where he's going to lift a standard and the elect men to be gods on the earth, and he's going to bring forth that, it says in Matthew 24, I don't know what verse, but It's gonna be rumors of war. Where it's rumors of war right now, and he's gonna set a point in time for those ICBM missiles to be shoot off. You know, to hit America and to hit other. America gonna be shooting back at Russia and every other country. So everything is in due time. It's a a slow process, but it's getting there. It's getting there. And then, last but not least, Yahweh going to bring forth His Son and Michael, you know, to come into the earth uh, to uh, to bring forth that fire, to add to more to add more judgment, destruction to the 2/3 of our people and the heathen nation, and most definitely Esau, Edom. So everything is rolling the way the Heavenly Father wants to roll it. He put a spirit in this earth to move things, you know, as it states in Proverbs, what is it, 21:1, I believe, said the king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. As the river of water, he turneth it wherever, wheresoever he will. So the Heavenly Father, He putting the Spirit in the earth into these kings, into these presidents, into these dictators, into these, these people in high government office. He putting the Spirit in the FBI. He putting the Spirit in the CIA. He putting the Spirit in all these elite organization to get the ball moving the way He wanted it to go. He is the mastermind of every man on the earth, and He can orchestrate every man just like that. We can't fathom how He do it, but He has the power that He orchestrate everything. He orchestrate everything. So let's go to. Well, I'm not going to try to make this here too long, but it's another one. It's a precept from Matthew 12:25. I want to say Mark 3. Mark 3, and I'm starting at 23, and I'll just end it at 26. Mark 3:23, and He called them unto Him and said unto them in parable, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom is divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end. So, just like uh, uh, it was a beginning and end with the Egyptian, a beginning and end with Babylonian, a beginning and end with the Assyrian, Persian, mean the Greeks, the Rome, and here now America. You know, we are in the clay of what Daniel had a dream of, that miry clay, and it's about to and it's going to fall. You know, so if you striving to uh, uh, build a fortune, or you trying to establish some type of legacy in America, you waited way too late for that, because whatever you trying to put together, Heavenly Father gonna tear it down. So your best bet is to get in this truth, get this understanding, and get salvation. Don't try to get all your accolade on this side. Forget this country. Forget trying to retire and get your 401k and stuff. Look, I'm gonna say this here: if you're about to retire, go ahead and do that. Enjoy the rest of your life. Get what you can on this side. Before you a young man, a young woman, and you trying to establish, your career, and you putting 100% in your work instead of putting 100% in this word and try to get salvation. Hey, you pushing for corruption. You're gonna die on this side. You're not gonna make it. You know, focus on Yahweh Bashim Havashai, and He will do the rest. You know, He will give you what you need. He give you your daily bread before trying to trying to start a legacy or try to, become a millionaire or billionaire on this side. Hey, the way things are in this world, look at the signs. The end is near. Why would you trouble yourself with trying to do that? Get in this truth. Get this understanding, and you can have everlasting riches on the other side. That's the main thing. So I'm gonna end it right here. Hopefully this show was edifying. Like I said, these Edomites, they are, they're having a mental and physical civil war against each other, and their kingdom is falling. Call Allah Yahweh by Shem Shalom.